is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Yeah, welcome to the 6th Borough radio show, brought to you by Power Up Radio. Joe and Denise here to talk all about Florida's do's and don'ts that take place every day in the streets of New York. So get ready to ride the A train. Next stop, Boca Raton. So what do you say we get the show started?
This Friday night, it's the grand opening of the Hideaway Palm Beach.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 6th Borough.
You don't want to miss this one. The Hideaway of Palm Beach. Free food all night from our gourmet kitchen. Drink and dance specials all night. Exclusive private VIP rooms. Top shelf bottle specials. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Come meet our top-notch bartenders and servers. And of course, the most beautiful entertainers in Palm Beach. The Hideaway. Palm Beach's hidden gem. The secret is out. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Located at 1152 Old Okeechobee Road, West Palm Beach. Open 4 p.m. to 5 a.m. 7 days a week. The Hideaway of Palm Beach.
I can't tell you how excited we are about everything. So we have Sean Kanan with us on the second hour of our show at 7:30. And for sure, we are very, very excited to let you know that he's going to be dialing. We have a lot, and we have a super guest with us, a gut-punching
The gut punch champion.
And the one and only.
One and only gut punch champion of the
Say
world.
that fast 10 times.
and his personal securities with him today too.
And more.
And more.
So we're going to keep you entertained.
And
We have
wait
a lot
minute.
to discuss.
Time out.
Time out.
Before we go anywhere or do anything, we have to say happy birthday to our boy Kenny.
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Kenny. Thank you.
Happy birthday to our one and only
28
Kenny.
years old.
21 again.
21 again.
Forever young. Yeah.
Well, Kenny, happy birthday to you. We were so excited to still have you here with us. I hope you don't leave. We want you here to be part of our show because people want to hear from you. Things are coming along. You better not be going anywhere. But we certainly want to say happy birthday to you and many more healthy ones to come.
Yes, thank you.
So we're going to have to be celebrating more birthdays. Absolutely.
Joe dug up some old pictures, too. He dug up some old pictures. So.
Oh, is that right?
I've known this guy a long time.
Yeah. Yep.
He was
Yeah.
with me at the first celebrity boxing match.
Yep.
Well, before that, I met
And
you.
way before that,
yeah,
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, he's been around a long time. We gotta
And
keep
I was
him
the
for a while.
DJ. You didn't even come say hello.
You were there. That's
I was there. In the corner, they put me a nice corner.
No,
They're
the
like,
first,
"Hey, you,
the first
get in the
match
corner."
back in 2015.
Yeah. No, I was there.
You were there?
Yeah, I was. And I
With Jake? With my cousin Jake?
I was there,
Whoa.
bro. Trust me, I was there.
Let me just say something here.
Say something.
You never know what's going to happen in a night in the 6th Borough.
Never.
You never know. And so it's kind of like a box of chocolates. Anything could happen. But all said and done with, how lucky am I, everyone that's listening, that I get to work with these three guys every night? Am I fortunate or what? Yes,
Yeah,
I am.
you're a lucky
Y'all can
girl.
say yes. I love
Very
the fact that
Let
I
me,
have.
let me tell you.
Yes.
She doesn't say that when she's putting us in detention.
Yeah, in the pre-production, she's doesn't say she's happy to be with us. She's scolding each one of us.
I got to keep them in line. It's like the teacher. But all said and done with, I think that we should start actually filming the pre-production because that's just full of hysterics.
Yeah. Denise is like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And can I have a piece of the meat lovers and a wing? Pass me a B.O.V.
Oh, it's actually kind of like sitting in your mother's kitchen.
Yeah.
Everyone's reaching for something and talking. But anyway, I'm very fortunate to have this. This is actually more than a year that we've been doing this. And once again, everyone, you have been a part of the show. And if you've been watching, thank you so much for your loyalty. And if you want to go ahead and give us a call, we are at 888-994-4995 at Studio A, where we can actually want to hear from you. Our show is your show. We have great guests tonight, and we want to make sure that you are a part of the show. Nico, what's that number?
It's 888-994-4995.
And that would be Studio A for Apple.
Oh, Studio A for A. Yeah, I apologize.
Studio
Studio
A.
A.
Way,
He's
yo.
still
I never
learning,
called.
folks. He's still learning.
I'm still learning. I never called in
So,
before and
I wanna,
asked myself a question. That's what.
Mention where we were the other night.
Yes.
That was fun.
A couple announcements. That's right. Where were we?
Runway 84, Anthony's Runway 84. Was that like the soft grand opening? Or
I really don't know what it was, but I know officially they opened on Tuesday, and it's the reopening. Runway 84 has been there for a very, very long time. And their airplane theme, they're very well known for kind of like sitting inside of an airplane and eating. But this renovation was to die for. Do we have any photos that you can throw up here? Our best Garcia operator out there. We have a photo.
It's
we want
$4
to
million
share.
of renovations.
But Wednesday's bike night.
Yeah.
We combined the two, right, Nico?
We did. We drove by bike night, waved to all of our friends that we don't talk
bike
to.
night, and we went to Anthony's Runway 84, and we had a little incident in the parking
Oh,
lot.
it was the best night ever. Let me tell you. They just film us all. Just follow us and film us. We got crazy real quick. I didn't even know what was going on, Joe. I didn't know what was going on.
I put this vest on, so because when you ride, your shirt and stuff blows out. So I put a vest on and I zippered it all the way up.
Wait. But I have to stage this. He's got these like motorcycle eyeglasses on, and he looks really cool. But at the same time, I know him. I'm like, look at him. He looks like a cartoon character right now.
And
The zipper broke on his neck, and then he
thing
starts
got
panicking.
stuck. I couldn't get the vest off.
The thing.
And he's got a
I'm
big
trying
head.
to get it off. I'm like, Nico, you got to help me.
It got creepy quick, bro. Let me tell you.
These are
I was
two
waiting for him
grown
to tip
men.
me. I didn't know what was going on.
Two grown men
I
trying
go,
to assist each other. in the parking
you got a
lot.
knife?
LA guys tipped us. You know what I mean?
You got a knife? Cut this thing off. Cut it.
Oh, it's too much. We really should be filmed in anything that we do. But we're going to be starting introducing that. You know, we want you all to know where we're going to be so we can help our local businesses be promoted out, right? We want to make sure that we can do that for you. Right. And we'll show up at your actual grand opening, your business. There's a picture of us at the
And with Vinny.
Vinny
At the
is-
ageless Vinny.
Vinny has been there forever, and it's just been a great. It was a great evening. The ambiance was unbelievable.
And how about that chicken?
The band was
Oh,
amazing.
those guys
Classy,
kick
professional.
butt.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. The best was when the black guy jumped on the stage and just made the white kid.
The security guy.
What, he wasn't the security. He was in charge of the bands.
No, I thought it was security.
Yes, sweetheart, we know you did. It's okay. Let's get back in the parking lot and just tighten up your sweater. What the heck's going on?
All right.
Yeah, the security guard sang like that, bro. Did you see?
Wait, because he's just...
He sang really good, bro.
Eric
That's not
can
the
sing.
security guard.
Well, listen, the ambiance has changed tremendously between the outdoor seating and the indoor seating. The stage is right. It's proportionally fit right
It
where.
doesn't even look like the same place inside.
No, it's actually really one of the nicest places I think now that you can say that it's in South Florida.
Beautiful
And
people, beautiful, delicious
it was
food,
just
very
like-
classy. If you ever watched Casino or any kind of like a mafia
Yeah.
movie, that would be
big-
the
nice
place.
big
You know
cup
what I
of
mean?
espresso.
And we walked in with Joe Rubo. We gave him a bucket of espresso. This guy, he just wanted to hold his pinky up. He was like, "Anybody talk to me?" I was like, "Joe, what are you doing with the bucket of espresso?"
I asked for an espresso. They brought me a bowl.
I swear, he starts washing his hands in it. He didn't know.
I'm like, the bike's going to ride me home.
I was gonna say, bro, but you finish it real quick. I had no idea what the heck is going on, bro.
But between the menu and the ambiance, they did everything so elegantly. I mean, just the whole combination of the
Yeah.
decor, the colors, the presentation, the food, the service. The bar was great.
Absolutely.
I'm a old-fashioned connoisseur, and it was a really good old-fashioned too. And everyone, we're going to
Boy,
be back there.
you had about 6 of them.
I did not. I didn't have 6. All right, so I had 2. 3 maybe.
3, okay.
Something like that.
Of the bowl size?
Bowl size, yes, it was bowl size. But anyway, if you want us to go ahead and promote your show with having this crew and cast show up at your place, just give us a call.
You think they really want that?
Well,
yeah.
yes, you want us there.
You do.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, you do want us there. We always capture an audience and make it happen. But if you do want to go ahead and communicate with us, you can go to our website, which is www.powerupRadiotv.com, and send us a message, and we will get back to you. We'll give you your 5 minutes of fame, and we'll show up at your restaurant and help you get to the next level in your business. Oh, we have a message.
Hey, happy birthday, Kenny.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
You
you
can-
very much, Wendy.
You can catch us live, by the way. You can put the voices to the faces, and you can go to our Facebook page, which is Power Up Radio TV, the 6th Borough. You can go to our YouTube page as well, and I promise you it is actually a comedic expression to watch us speak and also see us. We're just hilarious, honestly. But we're serious. We got
Funny
serious
how?
business. What's
Funny
that?
how?
Funny how?
Funny how. It's all funny how.
Funny how.
But anyway, we're here to help you, and you are for us, and we're for you at any given moment. So what else do we have going on? So we are at Runway, and we have a grand opening that we need to talk
Yes,
about.
and we have the...
Hold on, I got to tell you guys. So I'm sitting here, and all of a sudden, this beautiful lady appears next to me. And I was just like, okay.
Look at that
That
smile.
doesn't happen to you much, huh?
No.
Well, we're actually going to talk a little bit more about that. And one thing that I want to say is that I have to make an announcement, and this is really important. So
What do we do?
I'm not pregnant. Oh, my goodness. That would be like the Immaculate Conception.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, I have an announcement really quickly here. So identity theft is really rampant, and I just want you to know that for anyone that has been out there and you're following me on actual Instagram, please know that there is, I didn't know I was this popular, there is a fake me out there.
Yeah, that
There's
means
a
you're
fake
popular
me.
and you're relevant.
Yeah. So,
real? Let me see.
I'm real. I'm real. But I just want everyone to know that, please, if you do get a DM from someone, it's probably not from me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's so if you get someone that's Denise Casal 1, that's not me. I am Denise Casal _ So I just want to put that out there because
They just used your picture, or
they took everything. So
everything,
they have my
yeah.
face. This is very common in like
Yeah,
the
that
Instagram
happened to me.
world.
That
I
happened
heard
to
it
me.
happen to some people.
It's terrible.
to me.
And apparently they buy followers and they create this account. And what's really crazy is that they actually have posted the pictures that we post on our Instagram page or Facebook page for Power Up Radio TV, the 6th Borough.
use those.
They use those, and it looks like it's actually me, but it's not. If you go to look at the phone number, it's some number out in the Middle East.
Figures.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
My
Some-
name is Denise.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so and they try to solicit money. So please, do not do that. Again, it's not me, and I just wanted to make that disclosure out there. And if you do get something,
tech support,
block and
Denise.
report, block and report, block and report. Wait, what'd you just say?
Tech support.
It's tech support, Denise.
For more information, see Denise 1.
No,
She
you're
said
not
hit her
saying
up on the DM.
absolutely not. You're going to confuse everyone that's listening. So anyway, protect your identity all across the board here because I also got my checking account compromised.
Oh, my.
Oh, no,
So,
that's terrible.
I didn't realize I was that popular.
What about your fans only? How's that doing? Is that still okay? Just making sure.
My only fan.
No, I'm just saying because we need some sponsors, so we're wondering how the show's being funded. You know what I mean? Well, hey, in fact, I think your shift's going to start pretty soon at the Hideaway. I had no idea what's going on. No wonder you got in here. She was like, yo, I know. Let my general manager come in. She was running late. Make sure she shows up. Come on, D.
Oh my goodness.
She's not late. She's on Hispanic time.
I'm in Hispanic time. See what I'm putting with up here in the 6th Borough? Again, we're about highlighting the life of what it's like to have grown up in the 80s and from the inner cities.
80s and 90s.
80s and 90s,
Don't make us
yeah.
too old. Don't make us too old.
Yeah.
Make us too old. You know, we're hip and we're hop. We get
I
that.
could talk about growing up in the 70s, too.
We could do that as well, but hold it down. Don't keep it too loud. But we want to make sure that, if you are or have ever been and grown up in an inner city or close to inner city, would it be New York, of one of the 5 boroughs? You could be from Philly, Chicago. It doesn't matter. Minneapolis, it does not matter. The 6th Borough belongs to everyone.
Yes.
And that's what that's all about. We're here to have fun, here to bring you back in time, give you some belly laughs, and have a lot of fun and help you promote your business. And this is what we're all about here. But without you, we can't make this happen. So we want to hear from you. Alrighty then. So I think at this point we're ready for our next commercial break.
Yes.
And this is going to introduce us to our special guest for the next evening. So we're going to go to a commercial break right now.
This Friday night, it's the grand opening of the Hideaway Palm Beach, Palm Beach's hidden gem. You don't want to miss this one. The Hideaway of Palm Beach. Free food all night from our gourmet kitchen. Drink and dance specials all night. Exclusive private VIP rooms. Top shelf bottle specials. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Come meet our top-notch bartenders and servers. And of course, the most beautiful entertainers in Palm Beach. The Hideaway. Palm Beach's hidden gem. The secret is out. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Located at 1152 Old Okeechobee Road, West Palm Beach. Open 4 p.m. to 5 a.m. 7 days a week. The Hideaway of Palm Beach.
All right, check it out. We are back. All the way. We're going back. We're going back to Brooklyn. Let's go. The 6th Borough in the building right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the 6th Borough. You just heard a commercial break from the Hideaway, which is one of our newest people that's sponsoring with us. We're promoting them, and this is a fun one. I'm really liking this one. And
Great place. Been there.
Great place. Joe, tell us a little bit about your experience there.
Well, I've been there a couple times. Good friend of mine is got something to do with it, and we went there last week. Me and Kenny. Was it last week or the week before?
The week before, and
the
the
week
food
before
is amazing.
And we were hungry. We ate some shrimp. We had a good time. It was nice.
Yeah? Was it like, so I understand that the ambiance is really good.
Yeah, I mean,
how new is it?
They totally remodeled the place. It looks great. I mean, when I walked in there, I felt like I was walking into a place up north. They really fixed it up nice. They really did a great job. You could tell quality work, and the entertainers are beautiful there. We didn't want to leave, but we had to go home. The phone was ringing.
So just to make sure so it is the grand opening, and this is the Hideaway Palm Beach. And they are located at 1152 Old Okeechobee Boulevard in West Palm Beach.
Yes.
And we have our special guest with us. And Justin Lannon, is that right? That's it. Justin Lannon is with us representing the Hideaway Palm Beach. And we welcome to the show.
And who's your guest? Who do you have with you?
Jen Rubio. I am the waitress bartender.
I remember you.
What does she do over there?
Waitress bartender.
Oh, waitress bartender. Okay, all right. I didn't know.
I
I thought you were bringing some interaction, bro. I don't have a beer. I thought you were bringing like an interactive entertainer. I didn't know what was going on at this show.
we're going to turn this into the Hideaway over here, you know?
So tell us what's going on.
Yeah, tell us about the Hideaway. First of all, how long is it? Tell me about the origins. Well, not the oranges, but the oranges.
Old fashions.
The old fashions, yeah. Tell us about the Hideaway, how it came to be.
Okay, so pretty much it was not the best club at first. So what we did was we came in, completely took over. We, like you said,
Gutted the place.
Dude, completely started from scratch. Like everything is completely updated. We have the best looking girls all around. We have the best staff. The whole thing. We're just trying to kick it off. Like we've been open for about like 6 months now.
But quietly. And it's
but
building
now
up.
this is like actually like we're at that point where we're like, all right, we're taking over. We're coming for that #1 spot, and we're all in it.
It's time to show out.
Doing a great job.
We're not hiding anymore. You know what I mean?
How big is the place? How many can you fit in there?
How many things?
Roughly, I would say 400 or 500 people.
Yeah, roughly.
Wow.
Okay,
We have-
that's a pretty big
It
facility.
really doesn't seem that big, but
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
when you
it's
go back,
very.
We have like our private rooms in the back. We got the
Yeah.
champagne rooms. We have like our friction rooms. We got it all going
Tell
on.
us
back
about
there.
these VIP rooms. I keep hearing about this.
So you know, if you see a girl you like and she wants to, go in the back, give you a private dance, do your thing, have a good time.
Hang
It's
out
the
and
whole.
talk more. And
Yeah.
and you also have
Bobby White Joe didn't know how big your establishment was.
I
'cause
knew
he was
I was going to get thrown into this somehow.
You tell us about the private.
I was going to say, how was it?
You have bottle specials too. For the room,
Absolutely,
yeah. Tell us
absolutely.
about that.
So it just depends on what you're drinking, and then we'll always accommodate whatever it is. If you want to do multiple bottles, we can always work a deal in with you. Our
Right.
management over there is insane. We're here for the people. We're here just trying to make a name for ourselves, you know.
I want to know about the kitchen. How'd that came to be?
Shrimp, how big are those shrimp?
Oh, they're huge. They're huge. The coconut shrimp, they're amazing. We're starting to do, since we're going to start opening at 11 now, we were going to do 4 o'clock, but everyone around's doing like 3, 4 o'clock. So we're like, all right, we're going to be 11 a.m. so we can get,
Get
all
lunch.
the blue collar guys, we can get them to come in on their lunch break. They can come eat food. We're doing like $5 lunch specials. We're going to have probably 10 to 15 girls in there already. All our entertainers are already going to be there, ready to go. So
you're
we're
going to
hoping
be
to
doing
kick that off.
$5 specials, and you'll be opening up at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
Okay, and that's going to be starting. Well, the official opening is tonight.
It's tonight,
isn't it?
yeah.
it is
We're going to be there.
exciting.
We're going after this.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Yep, it's going to be this evening. All right, then. And so I do know that you have quite a bit happening, and I guess the RSVP was encouraged
Yeah, absolutely.
to do that. But going forward, as of tomorrow, you'll be open at 11.
So it's going to be Monday through Friday at 11, and then obviously like Saturday, Sunday, it's going to be 4 o'clock.
Okay.
And today, there's free food all day.
Yeah, we're having free food up until 5
We
a.m.
had pizza. We should
Yeah,
get there.
so you guys can come
So
try
you're-
everything out, come sample everything.
So let's repeat
Yeah.
that. So this evening, okay, you're open already,
Yeah,
and it's free food till tomorrow morning, 5 in the morning.
yep,
Okay. And as far as beverages and bottle service, that's all there.
yep, everything.
So what
We got
kind
it all.
of what kind of menu is free fooding? I mean, what are we
Oh,
talking?
so obviously, like, we're not going to be giving out free lamb chops or anything like that, but like fried foods, we're going to be giving out.
Potato chips.
Yeah, the potato chips, hot dogs, that's
finger
what
foods.
No, I'm just kidding.
So we actually have the pulled pork sandwiches, grandma meatballs, hot dogs.
Okay.
All like good stuff. All right.
Something to pick on while you're enjoying the alcohol there and the views.
Well, I think that's going to be an exciting night. Once again, we're talking to Justin, And from the Hideaway, Palm Beach. Once again, that's encouraged. It's already the grand opening is this evening, and you can really have a wonderful evening from what I'm hearing. The free food till tomorrow at 5 in the morning. And once again, if you wish to know where it is, it's at 1152 Old Okeechobee Road, Okeechobee Boulevard.
Yeah.
In West Palm Beach.
It's not far from the airport, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's in the industrial area, like over there.
I remember
like
getting
by,
there, but I don't
Grandview
remember
Market,
leaving.
Like Grandview Market and all that stuff's over there.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here with us. We are super excited. Thank you for joining us
Anytime
and
you
being
want
a
to come
sponsor.
back, you're welcome to come back.
Thank you for
anytime.
having us.
Of course. We'll keep you on the radar and make sure that perhaps you can come and see us again next week.
Absolutely.
Because we are indeed going to continue promoting and working with y'all.
Yes.
For the next
Love
couple
that.
of weeks, months to come.
And we're
I'll
gonna
let
see you guys
everybody-
tonight, right? You're coming in
wanna
for
come,
those.
yeah.
You're coming in for those shrimps. I see.
here.
I see. And,
You don't want to miss it.
she's gonna beat the record. She's gonna go for 7 this time.
7 old fashioned.
And I'll let the audience know if she can make a drink or not. You know.
Oh, that's it. That's
okay.
what we need right there.
Uh-oh, that sounds like a challenge.
You'll be back
The drinks they made last time, right on.
Well, congratulations on the
Thank you,
grand
guys.
opening.
Thank you, guys.
And thank you so
Yeah.
much for being with us. And continue listening because we will be making sure that we tell everyone about the Hideaway.
Awesome.
It's
Thank
not
you
a
guys so
secret
much.
anymore.
That's it. We're not hidden anymore. Come on down.
The
Happy to see
Hideaway,
you
the
guys.
hidden gem of Palm Beach.
That's right.
That's it.
Actually, we're very excited about that. I can't wait to go and see it. We'll take some
Say
footage.
hello to cousin Anthony.
Once again, Anthony's here.
What's going on, Anthony?
Absolutely. So thanks for being here. We're going to move on to our next topic here. And Kenny, tell us about where you were this past week or what's going on.
So let me tell you, I went down to Fort Lauderdale Art and Design Week, which was a really, really cool.
Was that the rose thing too? They had there some kind of rose.
They had they had like art shows in the different galleries. I do a lot of work with Art Serve and everything, so they had them there, and then they had a film festival, and I was able to go to the film festival.
I didn't know that, really.
Yeah, and let me tell you, I think that people really have to get behind and get into independent films, because I feel like the movies that they're making now publicly, they're all the same.
Yeah.
You go to the independent films and these ideas that are there, you can't expect, Universal Studios type quality, but you can expect a lot of good quality, a lot of good content.
Good
and
storylines.
Good storylines. It's very interesting.
Surprisingly good talent.
Yes.
Like
yes.
shockingly good.
And you could meet all these people, and let me tell you, you meet a lot of these people, and then you see them on bigger shows and on TV shows, and you're like, oh, like, wow, like I remember meeting this person.
Yeah.
So this is where you want to go to check these things out.
Yeah, and those film festivals, honestly, they happen. They're in the smaller theaters, if you would. You won't see them in the big box theaters,
Right.
but you will catch them in the smaller theaters. And I just want to let you know, we've been having like a fight theme all month long.
Yes.
We are in the last weekend of the month. Can you believe that?
Yep. And we have the champ here tonight.
We do have a champ with us. But wait, before we do that, I want you to know that I actually watched a movie just right in line with our fight theme. And
Which one?
It was a film, smaller film, and it was like an indie film, but it was called The Champion. And it was about it was a Jewish boxer that survived the Holocaust.
Wow.
And this guy it's an amazing true story. If you have a chance to go and watch it, it's very inspirational. But I just thought
Who's
how
in it?
timely. Well, these are names that are really from Europe, but of course it's translation
Right.
and whatnot. But the storyline is just amazing because here we are talking all month long about what fighting does when you're a boxer, the discipline, inspiration. It keeps you in the limelight of being able to be more than what you can be. And this one storyline is called The Champion. If you have a chance to watch it, I did see it on Hulu. And great storyline. But it's one of those films.
Nice.
That you would see in the film festival.
One of the films that was at the film festival was called Boxed, and it was about being in the box was referring to the train, and it was about a couple that danced. It was really, really a powerful film.
Yeah, those films are very. A lot of them are done and mimicked with a true story. And a lot of being on the 6th Borough, we have a lot of true stories from people that have been on our show.
There was a boxing movie years ago. Ricky Schroeder and John Voight. It was called The Champ.
The Champ, yeah.
Yeah. That's what was his first role, Rick Schroeder. Ricky.
Oh wow.
Ricky wrote, yeah.
Now he
Schroeder.
likes to be called Rick, not Ricky.
Rick Schroeder.
Riccione
Yeah.
in Italian. But go on.
From Silver Spoons.
Silver Spoons.
That's an old
Yeah,
movie.
Silver Spoons.
It
yeah.
is.
That was after the
Yeah.
And
Champ.
he got all mad. Everyone was calling him Ricky.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Ricky.
He should be happy somebody was calling him.
Exactly.
No disrespect, but you know how it is, you know?
Yeah, some people they get in a role.
Don't call me Ricky.
And then they're all no, you can't unsee them from that particular role.
And then when you ask them to say certain things, they won't say it. They get all mad about it.
They get pigeonholed. They
Yeah.
get pigeonholed into the role. Unfortunately, that's the risk that actors take.
We're gonna take a quick break for a word from our sponsors and station identification.
All right, so we'll be back in just a few minutes. Stay tuned.
WWNN AM Pompano Beach. WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting live from the Robes Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. This is the one and only. Oldies wants to send you cruising.
Oh, yeah.
3 days, 2 nights on the brand new Margaritaville at Sea.
Let's get this party started.
Yeah. Your weekend escape for 2 in the Bahamas is here. Visit TrueOldiesFLA.com and register to win our daily weekday cruise at 5 p.m.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
From ship to shore, Margaritaville at Sea awaits. You could be the next lucky winner. Winning excludes valet parking, taxes, fees, and port expenses. Full details at TrueOldiesFLA.com. Alexa rocks, and now so do you.
How can I help you?
Just say, Alexa, play True Oldies FLA.
Okay, playing it now.
Now, you've got the good time oldies.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 6th Borough. Take it away, Denise.
Well, right here's the wrestler, actor, Personal trainer. What else did I miss?
Stuntsman.
Martial artist.
Stuntsman.
Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at him knocking that big guy down.
Well, yeah, so...
What, he hit his weight. He hits a soft spot here. Oh!
Versus Mr. T
go.
in real life. That's what you got right there.
Tell us a little bit about this,
Slap
Mark.
fight, another beast of a man. I got shoes on there, make me 3 inches taller. Massive man, 70 pounds of muscle bigger. Slap fight, first ever slap fight. I'm not a champion of that. This is something I did. I tested my jaw, knocked me on my ass, and this is. I get up and I put my thumbs up and I smiled right here. That's the guy I always want to be every day of my life. Figuratively,
Gentlemen.
literally, you get knocked on your ass, you get up, you smile, and you're ready for more. I tapped out there because I don't want I don't want effing brain damage, but that was an amazing moment.
Yes.
I tell you, I am very much so impressed with the fact that your history, what you've accomplished, but most importantly, did you know that he's from New York, Joe?
Yes, of course.
What part of New York?
I'm right outside the Bronx, actually.
The Bronx.
Born
So
and
he's
raised, tri-state area guy. I was just talking about this with Eric. Neapolitan, Jersey Shore guy,
Yeah, I love
Connecticut
it.
guy, New York guy, all day.
I love it. I love it. So, I actually say to my friends who ask me, where are you from? And often I say, I'm actually a crossbreed between the Brooklyn Bridge, the Lincoln Tunnel, and the Jersey Shore. And then I took the 95
Nice.
and never went back.
So, yes, we're in the place to be right now. Florida, Fort Lauderdale area, amazing. It's paradise. I love it here.
The 6th Borough, baby. That's what it is.
Yeah, the 6th
Everybody
Borough,
hears
that's
from
what we
somewhere
are.
else.
So tell us a little bit about some of the things that you've actually accomplished. I mean, honestly, just the fact that we were announcing the fact that you are the gut punch champion.
Yes. Now, I Googled it. I would like any of our viewers to Google it also. Mark comes up as the gut punch champion.
Well, I am the gut punch champion, but they call me Suave. Ripped body. Razor.
Rizzotti!
El Italiano. Stalliano. Pound for pound. The best around. No doubt about it. Forget about it.
I love this guy. I love him.
All right. There you have it. The rap with the champion, the gut champion.
And you,
Gut punch champion. Undefeated champion. 19 matches, 0 losses. Combat sport, no weight class. Only one in the world. Taking on any size, any weight. 19-0, never been beat.
Yep,
We
I've
actually
seen it.
met-
I've
we
seen
met-
it live.
I
Incredible.
bumped into him. I don't know, several years ago, and I actually did an interview, and it was at the celebrity boxing match with Damon.
Yes.
And honestly, you would never think that this individual just has this ability to have and get hit in the abdomen area without a flinch. And it's not just like a little punch. We're talking about.
There's a flinch. It hurts. I'm not going to act like it doesn't. I
Right.
trained that hard. I want it more than everybody. That's it. That's how anybody could do it.
So you're training. I mean, you're training your abs constantly.
Ab carver, 500 a day I was up to. Ab carver, till my knees were bruised to the bone.
Wow.
Ab carver all day.
Wow. Well, that's impressive. I know you have a guest with us.
Yes, I do. I'm not alone, and I never am. I am a group called the Cutting Crew. This is my personal security / driver / corner man for my fight when I had with Benzino on Celebrity Boxing. Eric E.C. Clausen was there all for everything. I'm not the same without him. We're a unit. The Cutting Crew. He's also an amazing actor. Eric, let's talk about what you're doing now. What are you doing, bro?
Thank you, Razor. Right now, I'm working on a project called the Bermuda Triangle Project, and it'll be released later on this year on either Hulu or Netflix. Now, what it is it follows a group of trust fund misfits as they travel through the Bermuda Triangle, and all that survives is their footage.
Is the footage.
Wow.
Wow.
Triangle, you can't go wrong. Am I right?
Great.
Wow.
Yes, you
I play a
can.
pastor. Jeff Klein is my character in this movie.
You play a pastor?
Yes.
Wow.
The Lord knows he's playing a pastor.
Hallelujah. Praise Jesus.
So wait a minute. If you didn't come back, then there's no sequel. I mean, is that what's going on? Is that what happened?
Hey, you got to watch the
I gotta
movie,
watch it.
bro.
All right, I'm
Come
just
on now. I
checking,
ain't
just
giving
checking.
anything away.
When
All
is
right,
that
just
coming out?
checking.
That should be out by Halloween.
Halloween.
Yes.
Okay, once again, what is it called?
It's called the Bermuda Triangle Project.
All right. Okay, well, that sounds very
Nice.
interesting. We're going to have to
How
put that on the
exciting.
radar
Yes.
as far as what's going to be coming
We
out.
have another guy in our crew. His name's Chris Savage. He's a savage, 300-pounder. And also, Joe said he was going to be in the crew, walking me to my next celebrity boxing match.
Everyone, all the time.
All right, and his cousin.
You got to keep these Italians together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like
You
4 of
belong in
us.
the crew.
There's 4 of us in Florida.
You do belong in the crew. You got that look.
I got that look, man. Thank you.
So, Mark, I understand that you've done acting.
Yes.
And with a little bit of research that I've done, you've had some really interesting roles with some really headliners. Give us a couple of names, and who was your favorite to work with?
Well, Ramona said I'm rock hard.
Aha.
That's a fact. I was on Love Connection. My date was Ramona from the Housewives in New York. I didn't know who she was. I don't watch that show. She told me at the end, but she touched my body, she touched my abs, she touched my arms. She said I'm rock hard, and that's a fact. I was also on To Tell the Truth with host Anthony Anderson as the Gut Punch champion. Impractical Jokers. I play a security guard. Episode has aired well over 100 times. The thing to this very day I'm most recognized for, and I love it, my favorite show, they put me on 3 different episodes, Inside Jokes and an anniversary edition, as well as the original Impractical Jokers, season 4, episode 9. Amazing. So, and many, many more.
Okay. So once again, everyone, we are talking to Razor Rocco Rizzotti. Rizzotti. And he is infamous for being known as the Gut Punch champion.
And not be able to keep my mouth without swears coming out.
I know. This
Sometimes.
is a family
it's okay. You're
show,
gonna
so
do
we
it.
have
We're
to make
doing
sure we
good.
keep that up. But I
I'll
understand.
make sure I don't do that.
Do you also,
Forget about it.
Yes. You do personal training, too. Is that right?
Correct. I am also Trainer Mark. The Gut Punch champion is a personal trainer. You could have a legitimate, undefeated champion training you if you're lucky enough to live in the Fort Lauderdale, Florida area. Absolutely true. I'm a man who truly does it all, and I do what I love, and fitness is my passion.
But you do it out of the gym, though, I believe. You do it like at the beach
I'm
area.
the
I
mobile
see.
trainer. So
you're
yes, I can
everywhere.
come to you, or we can meet at the beach.
Right.
Wherever you want to do it. However, there's no excuses. I come to you, you come
There
to
it
me, we
is.
meet somewhere.
That's the
If
key.
I'm coming to you. You're waiting for me. What's the problem?
Let's go.
I don't deal with excuses. If you want to find an excuse, you will always find one. If you want to make it happen, nothing will stop you. I make things happen.
Whoop, whoop.
Two-title champion. Only brought one today. I make things happen.
That's
bro.
what's up. Tell him.
I was
Mark.
going to ask where the other belt is.
No,
I
he's
remember
got
when
it.
I first met him, he had 2 belts draped around.
Well,
No,
you
he's
have
got- yeah,
you,
he's-
you have
Pain
any
in the ass.
you have any fights coming up or anything coming up?
Well, Joe, we saw each other not that long ago, almost 2 weeks to this
Yeah.
very day at a celebrity boxing event, and the lovely hostess as well. I will be on, not the next celebrity boxing, but the one after in May.
The one in May.
One in May.
Yes.
And I think Joe will be too, because you're coming to the ring with me,
I'm
right?
coming without
Okay.
a doubt. I think they're going to give me a belt that night.
Well, then
Yeah.
you're obviously going to be there.
I'm gonna
I
carry
don't know
it
who
with
my
you up
opponent
there.
is. I'm hoping for a gut punch match. I want to defend my King of the Gut Punch title, which is the other title that I have, not this one. The first title that I won, the title I beat 3 men in a row, back to back to back, the same night. 3 guys. One guy, 402 pounds.
Oh, Maron.
Other guy, 205. Other guy, 185. I'm 146 pounds. I'll take on anybody.
All right, then. I'll bet you I'll take you on in the middle of Macy's, or better yet, Neiman Marcus during a shoe sale.
That's
I'll
right.
take you
She
there.
will rake your
Beware.
credit card.
And when I say take out anybody, I want to make that super clear. Gut punch match I'm talking about. Only.
She'll do
But I'll
shopping.
take on ladies too, but I am a gentleman. But hey, if a man
Not
can
in the
do
shoe
it, a woman
sale.
can do it.
Yeah, not in the shoe
Not in the
sale.
shoe sale.
You got
Not in
me
the
on
shoe
the
sale.
shoe
Yeah, no. Absolutely not. Especially if the woman's in menopause, beware.
And you look lovely, by the way, in the red.
Thank you
nice.
very much.
Very lovely.
I appreciate it. One of my favorite colors. I do want to say, talking about, you also do your own stunts. Are you a stunt man as well?
100% fight scene stunt guy. 100% martial arts. Been a martial artist my entire life since 6 years old. So I do it all. Actor, wrestler, gut punch champion, martial artist, fight scene
Personal
stunts
trainer.
as well. Personal trainer.
Which
you know,
what
MMA, slap
what,
fight, everything.
What martial arts did you train?
Little taekwondo, little jiu-jitsu, little kickboxing, a little bit of everything. Really just, my dad was going to a school. He started teaching me. We had a bag in the house,
Right.
punching bag at 6 years old. He had one in the house. So I'm learning how to punch since 6.
Wow.
And you could see that when I'm slamming this fist into these guys with this precision of only a guy who's been doing it for over 40 years.
Yeah.
Okay? I punch like a heavyweight for a guy my weight.
I
And
seen
if you
hit
take
that-
one,
I seen
you'll
you hit that
understand.
big guy in the belly, went down.
And that guy was a gentleman. and he was no joke.
Gigantic.
Toughest man I ever faced. Nick Thomas, amazing man, beast of a man, as anybody could see.
As you can see, folks, he's very passionate about what he says and
Yes,
what he
he
does.
is.
And I can imagine what the training is like with him.
I'm afraid to ask him a question. I don't want him to get him and punch
I'm
me in the
telling
gut.
you.
You know?
He's so
I'm
intense.
a gentleman.
If anyone out there, please don't
I said
be
I'm a
afraid.
freaking gentleman.
Don't be afraid to dial in. I promise he won't bite. It's 888-994-4995, and it's Studio A for Apple, that is.
Any,
That's right, I nibble.
any questions for the man? Call.
I
Yes.
actually have a question
Go ahead, Johnny.
because until I met you, I had never really heard of gut punching, and of course, once I met you, I researched it, and I was like, wow, this is really big. Like, this is no joke.
In the ring, rules,
How did you get there?
referee.
Yeah,
This
oh,
is
yeah.
legitimate. This is a sport. I didn't create the sport. All kinds of little ham and egger matches around. This is legit. I saw something, and I took it to another level.
Where
put
did
it
you-
in
But how did you get into it?
How'd you
I
find
was
it?
paid to do an MMA fight. Yes, I've had one paid MMA fight under my belt. And while I was there, the person's like, well, you want to do a gut punch match? And I said, what's that? And this is how it started.
That's
How
it all
long ago
began.
I
was
said
that?
to myself, I didn't win the match. The only time I ever lost, but I knew I could be great at that. I just had a 40-minute MMA fight. I mean, it was an insane fight. And I was already far away, and I wanted to cut a little more money, and I said, all right, I could do it. And then I realized, man, if you weren't so beat up, and that guy wasn't 7 inches taller than you, punching you in the same spot over and over, and it took me 4 times. I got down to my knee, got up. Down to my knee, got up again. Down to my knee, got up again. Down to my knee, got up again, where I'm like this.
Okay,
And
then.
that's what it took to put me away. And it's never happened again.
Wow.
Wow.
So it was the best thing that could have ever happened. The first match, the loss, made me a champion. Everything that was unfortunate and when life's been unkind to me, I think about when I'm getting punched, and it ain't so bad, those punches.
You know, you raise a good point because we often
Don't
have...
get scared, Joe.
Yeah, we often have this month seemed to be centered around fighting and
has.
boxing, and so you're right in line with that. And even our guest in the next
Fighting
show.
with my girlfriend, everything. Fighting. A lot of fighting going on.
But one thing
Single, lady. I am single.
Oh, you heard that, everybody. But one thing is for sure that I know that in boxing, I hear the same story over and over again. You get down, you get back up, and it's that tenacity. You just keep getting back and back. Have you done any work with like talking about bullying or anything to that?
It's not how many times you get knocked down. It's how many times you get back up and keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Rocky, quoting Rocky. That's not mine. It's true. I
Yeah.
get down, I leap up. You hit me hard, I hit you harder.
Oh.
I get stronger as the match goes on.
Always in the ring, not in the ring.
No, there's other places I have that ability as well.
I'm sure.
No doubt about it.
Hey, yo, Mark.
Forget about
Hey.
it.
Well, there you have it from the inner city life here. But we know actually we have to be very careful because we have a lot of kids and families. You know, what are your thoughts on having children follow the footsteps of boxing and all of like? What are your
Yes,
thoughts on that?
they should definitely be trained in some martial arts, boxing, wrestling. You don't want to not be able to defend yourself. You don't never want to be a bully. I'm so against bullies. Bullies make me sick. But you don't want to be bullied, so you need to have some ability when you need it,
Right.
if you need it. So you need to work out.
And the mental focus.
Yeah, working out
Yeah.
builds your freaking brain as much as your body, 1,000%. There's no mindless workouts. You're thinking about what you're doing, okay? And you need to be trained somehow, some way, a little boxing, a little martial arts, and it gives you amazing want to do something now. Now you want to go to that class. You get confidence.
I got a caller that wants to say something.
Okay.
Who do we got?
We got Uncle Joey. Uncle Joey.
Howard Stern?
Cousin Joey or Uncle Joey?
Cousin Joey.
Oh, Joseph.
I'm sure he's somebody's
He knows the
Joey,
wardrobe.
bag of donuts. Cousin Joey.
He knows the wardrobe.
Can't hear him.
Before I told him.
How
There
you
he is.
doing, guys?
Hey, Joey, how you doing? We can hardly hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. We need
Yes.
the volume turned up here.
Yeah. So go ahead. We can
Oh,
hear
okay.
you.
Go ahead, Joey. What's up?
Yeah, how you guys doing? How you guys doing tonight? I'm feeling great. I'm getting there little by little. Trains came out Wednesday, so I'm really excited.
Good. Glad you're home.
Slowly
He was in the
getting back to
hospital last
normal.
week. That's why he couldn't join us. Glad you're home. This is one of our most loyal listeners. Joe Deluche. He tunes in every week, never misses a show. Even when he's in the hospital, he listens to us.
Wow, that's
How you doing, Joe? How you doing?
Prayers for you, buddy.
All right, I'm feeling better, thank you. How's everybody doing tonight? I love that. It's too bad I'm down here in Coral Springs, man. I heard about the free food till 5 a.m.
You ain't going all the way up there, bro.
They had him at free food.
No.
All right, JoJo, take care of yourself. You have a question? Do you have a question for Mark?
No, I just wanted to call in and say hi. I always love calling and say hi to you guys.
Oh, I thought maybe you wanted to challenge him to a gut punching fight.
There you go. No, I don't think so. Not in the shape I'm in right now.
Not happening.
All right, JoJo, be good.
Maybe in about a year from now, maybe, but not now.
All right, my man. Have a good night. Thank you for calling.
You too. Thank you. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Take care, bud.
So let me tell you, when we first got here and they walked in, he had Denise touch his abs. And Denise said, well, what is that, a bone? You know what I mean? She thought she thought he had an extended rib cage.
The first time I heard that either. People don't understand. I've heard that doesn't feel human. What do you got? I got a Batman suit on under here.
But
That's
both of you guys
not
have
my
abs.
ribs.
But both of you gentlemen are physically fit. if I
Clearly,
may.
we're both peaked. We both put the time in. We do the work. We make it happen. We make things happen.
No excuses.
Do you have a special diet that you follow?
I'm not. No, I work. This is it. Move more, eat less.
There you go. Yeah.
It's
Listen,
special diet.
You got to know, though. So they
High
were showing off
metabolism.
the abs. And our boy Nico
Nico's
showed
a
up.
joke.
I was ripped up there.
Oh, you
Listen,
kidding me?
those
Nico's
pictures,
ripped.
those pictures are going to be posted. You guys got to see these pictures.
No.
So then they
ripped
look
as
at me and
anybody
they're
can
like,
see.
so what
Nico's
about you? I said,
got the
no,
body
man, I
of
built
a
like a
schoolboy.
Cadillac, you know, for comfort, not speed.
College
The
kid.
6-packs and the 12-packs. I got the keg.
Yeah, boy. He put the shed around the toolbox. You know what I mean? This guy over here.
So by the
He put
way,
shed-
Joseph, I offer anybody a free trial workout. So, and I don't beat you up. I'm an expert at not overtraining anybody,
Really?
watching you like a hawk, making sure you're safe, making sure you don't overdo it. It's not give me another one. It's always positive reinforcement. And I'll stop you when you know what I mean? I'm 19 years. October will make 19 years I've been a trainer.
Damon is trying to talk me into another fight.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm the guy to help you.
Nope.
Well, you got the gut punch champ,
That's
also
right.
the trainer,
Who's
also
better than
martial
you
artist,
guys?
ripped guy down the road here in Fort Lauderdale. I would be
Then
glad.
we go in each other's corners. Who's better than that?
Damon, if you're
100%
listening,
we need to do that.
we might have convinced you.
The boxing wasn't what was killing Joe. The headgear, people don't know is that I don't know how much the headgear weighs, and then the mouthpiece, and then it takes your breath away, and you're like, what the heck's going
You
on?
gotta pull
And
out
then
the
some guy runs up
mouthpiece
and
in between rounds. You have to pull out the mouthpiece.
mouthpiece.
That's
Yeah, I'm just saying because I believe.
Yeah.
Will they do a 1-round, 30-second fight?
It's only 1 minute rounds, but I mean that's a long time
Yeah,
if you're not
1
in shape.
minute.
1 minute. But believe it or not, 1 minute
It's
is
a
an
long
eternity
time.
if
Oh
you're not
my
in shape.
God.
100%.
I don't know if people understand. It's nothing to me.
Well, you're good. Well, look at you.
But-
I know.
I mean, when in between rounds,
Uh-oh.
I said they told me to sit down, relax, like in the corner. I said, if I sit down, I ain't getting back up.
I was smiling in between rounds, bro.
Mercedes Perez
Somebody's
needs
on
a
the line,
trainer,
they want-
Mark.
Mercedes said, I need a trainer.
I need a trainer.
She needs a trainer. There you go.
There's a trainer right here.
And
Trainer
how
Mark.
can they
Best in
reach
the
you? Real
world.
quick, Mark, how
Mark.
can they reach you? What's your phone
If you're
number?
mobiletrainer@gmail.com, 954-773-5867, interactive mobile trainer Mark in the Fort Lauderdale area.
And what is your social media handles?
Mobile trainer on Facebook. Excuse me, interactive trainer on Facebook. Mark Rizzotti on Instagram. Mark Rizzotti, Rizzotti, excuse me, 2 T's, on Facebook also. And I'm on YouTube. I'm on everything.
Somebody just asked my other cousin Anthony. He just asked. He said you'd be a good wrestler, a good bad guy. He is a wrestler, Anthony. He is a wrestler.
Annie, do you know my name? Do you know who I am? Do I need to tell him my
I was gonna
name?
say, tell him again,
My
Mark. I
name
don't
is Suave, ripped body, razor, Rizzotti,
He should be an
Italiano, Stalliano, pound for pound, the best around. No doubt about it. Don't forget about it.
He's a rapper. Go, Mark. Go, Mark. He can say that bit with music behind it and be a song.
Smash it.
Good rap.
So, what are your future plans? I mean, obviously, your body, you're youthful, you're managing all this. At what point, I mean, do you ever say to yourself?
Definitely need to pursue the acting more because you are definitely a character.
Over 50 shows, over 50 films, over 20 commercials, over 20 music videos,
baby.
almost 400 combined IMDb credits.
Love it.
200 acting credits. The next thing is that celebrity boxing, baby. I train every day like I know there's a match coming when there's no match.
That's why you're ready. That's
Ready.
why you're ready.
I don't get ready. I stay ready. I'm always ready.
I love it.
Me too.
And I want Joey in my corner.
I'm
with
there.
the cutting crew.
100%.
And Chris Savage, who I asked to be in the cutting crew, and he would be honored. He told me,
100%.
It's our honor, Big Chris.
I
Beast
travel
of a
with you
man.
guys, wherever you go.
I'm very excited. So that's the future for Razor Rizzotti, the trainer. Also, to the day I die. And
All right.
Money's not an issue. I don't need any money. I want to help people. I want to train people.
Awesome.
To the
Today's
day I
blessed.
die. I want to help people. That's my gift to the world is fitness.
Give back, baby.
And
Give
I
back.
give the fitness intensely.
Whoop, whoop.
The toughest trainer with a heart of gold.
That's what's up.
Well, I got nothing.
I want to be on the
Not a
crew.
lot, Denise.
I want to be in the crew, the
Red
fit
dress?
crew, but I just
Yeah,
don't want to do
what?
the fighting part. We'll do the photo shoot part, and then I'll just step aside, and y'all can just get in the
Hey,
cage.
you look like a very formidable opponent for a gut punch, man. I've seen this guy's abs.
Yeah.
I don't give
Do
compliments
it.
unless I mean it. This dude's no joke
I
of any
appreciate
age.
it.
He does not represent his age at all.
Thank
and
you.
I would be honored to have a match with you, and I wouldn't take you lightly for 1 second.
No, I'm a little.
1
yeah.
second.
I'm from a dark place.
It'll feel better after our match. Trust me.
Yeah, man, I tell you.
That'll be
Ooh, I tell you, once I get angry, I don't even know. I call the police on myself. I'm like, hold on. Yeah, I'll hold. Yeah. Corner 8th and 6th. Bye. Yeah.
Oh goodness. Well, you know, I often you have such an amazing passion.
So we want you
No,
to
the
stay,
energy
man.
is
I wanna stay. I wanna stay
contagious.
with the next guest. I want to stay.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean your energy is really contagious. You have a great passion, and it really does set a very strong example. I mean, across the board, not just for people that are into health and fitness, but just for the
Just
youth.
the attitude in general.
The motivation. He can stay home and get depressed.
No, but you
lot
got
of
a
other
great
things.
you got a great attitude about life. That's what you need.
He doesn't seem like
Life
he's.
is like a workout. You get out of it what you put into it. It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
You get one life and you get one body. And it's absurd to me how you don't think you should take very good care of both.
Right.
You don't
Absolutely.
get a replay on the body or the
Nope.
or the life. So
Nope.
I'm taking real good care of me.
Yeah,
But
boy.
listen, moderation's the king.
Oh.
So that's it.
Good advice.
Yes.
Moderation.
Do whatever you want in moderation. And if you can't do whatever you want when no one's looking in moderation, then you got a freaking problem and you don't need to be doing that. But if you can, it's nobody's business and you do you.
Yeah.
And that might be surprising to a guy who's so fit. Yeah, I'm very fit. But I'm also very open-minded and very not against doing what you want to do as long as you ain't hurting nobody.
Do you and EC work out together? You guys?
We've never worked out together. He works out every day, twice a day. I work out every day, twice a day, sometimes 3 times. It's not a competition. But no, we haven't, because he lives far away. So the plan was to work out together, but we have.
We will work out together
Absolutely,
one
and we
day,
gotta
for
record
sure.
some
I was
of
gonna
that.
say, got to record that.
You work out,
Absolutely.
you work out alone, or do you have a workout
I
partner?
work out with clients, literally. I'm the interactive mobile
work out
trainer.
with them.
Interactive.
That's the
so
best-
I'm literally going
the best
set
trainer.
for set with
That's
you.
the guy you want to hire.
Everything
This guy
you're
right
doing,
here.
I'm doing. So
Yeah.
I'm doing that literally every day.
So you're not one of those guys sitting over.
That
"Come on,
sits
one
next to
more,
him.
one
Yeah,
more."
And
no.
some days I don't feel like doing it, Joe, and I'm
Yeah.
going to do
You
it.
do it for the
so I know
person.
what you feel like.
Right.
And I'll
coming-
tell
I'm
you.
coming with you.
And I'll tell you, I don't feel like it today.
Give me the
I
Kool-Aid.
want to do this today, but I'm
with
going to
you.
try. But it's very rare.
Yeah.
But it does happen,
Yeah.
even to me. And I work through it.
That's the most important day to do it. When you
100 that's the
don't
most
feel like
rewarding
doing
to
it,
do
you
it.
got to get up and do it and push yourself.
Most rewarding
That's
day. That day.
You got to stay ready. You got to stay ready.
No, yes, stay ready.
He
Not
could get a
ready.
movie. He could get a movie call if he loses his abs or loses who he was, let's say, or is. Then he wouldn't have got that gig.
Now
or
talk
that.
about a movie or a show. Now there's a slap fighting league now. Dana White. Why
Yes.
is there not a gut punch league?
Yeah, there should
How?
be.
If you're gonna watch somebody slap each other in the face,
What is that?
which you
Like,
can't
what-
train
I know,
to
but that's
do.
like dangerous,
Slap each
though,
other in the
that-
face. I've had a match with that. Okay, but to punch each other in the gut You need to train for that. But some people can take a punch to the gut. You can be a big fat guy. Doesn't matter. You just got to have the guts to do it. But how is there not a market for that? We got to combine them, marry them, slap, fight, gut punch combo. You heard it first here.
Yep. Yes,
Dana
we did.
White.
Creative.
Do you hear me, Dana White?
Woo.
Damon Feldman's talking about doing a slap fight. Damon, you have the gut punch champion. Have a gut punch match on the next card.
Woo.
I love boxing.
calling him
It was
out.
a dream come true. I'm the gut punch champ.
All right,
Utilize me, man.
Oh,
Okay,
Damon.
on that, no,
Hope you're
I'm really
listening.
curious. I mean, I've heard of the bare knuckles. I've heard, of course, everything about what is the slap thing?
I did the first ever sanctioned slap fight in the United States. It was a combination.
When was that?
Stone Faces and BYB Bare Knuckle Extreme Fighting Series 1.5 years ago in Miami. Yes, sanctioned slap fight and bare knuckle combined.
That's
3
just
slap fight, 6 bare knuckle
Do you
ever.
know
First
Damon's
sanctioned
brother
slap fight.
runs the
Your
bare
boy.
knuckle?
It's my honor. That's my honor. And now that's gonna blow up. Damon White has it. I was the first ever. And why?
Slap
gut punch
thing?
champion. I messaged them. I didn't want to do the slap fight. I said, I'm the gut punch champion. I know you're doing slap fights. I'm doing the gut punch. Have me on your show. Do your slaps. Let me do the gut. No, but we want you to slap. I don't want to slap, man. No, it's what we really want you to do. If you do it, maybe we'll do the gut next time. All right,
Have you
where's
ever
my
thought of
opponent?
doing it yourself, creating your own?
I did. The Ultimate Punching Championship is mine. That's mine. So,
right, but so you actually there is an actual.
there's a league called the
championship.
Ultimate Punching Championship. I married it with Celebrity
Got it.
Boxing because
Okay.
that's the platform. That's it right there. I was combined with a wrestling company
ago was
back
that?
in California.
How long ago is this picture?
This is 3 or over 4 years ago.
That's a big dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
That's my
He
last
goes
match
against guys
in
that are
Cali.
twice, 3 times the size of
100
him.
pounds bigger than me of muscle.
Right, there's no
Yeah,
weight
that
class.
guy's huge.
Oh, there's no weight
There's
class.
no weight
No
class.
weight
so
classes.
Whoever gets in there, you're fighting whoever it is you're getting in there with. That's
my.
it.
Only combat sport there is with no weight classes. So I won the belt there. This belt, I won it from that guy and 2 other guys after that guy. I beat 2 guys after that guy.
In the same
Oh my
night?
Okay?
God.
Back to back, Joey, to back.
Wow, no.
Yeah. So I defended it here on Celebrity Boxing, Ocean Manor Beach Resort, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 3 years ago.
Yep,
I
I was
defended
there.
it. Eric was there.
I was there.
Eric
yes.
was there filming. Eric was there for the weigh-in.
I was in college.
Okay.
I was there at the
so
DJ. I was
that's
the
why it's
DJ.
combined. Now I'm Celebrity Boxing and Ultimate Punching Championship. When I'm there, it's Ultimate Punching
Yeah.
Championship.
Do you ever judge any of these events or anything? Do they ever ask you like to be a ref or a judge?
Never. And I'd probably be very good at that. How could I
Oh,
not
yes,
be?
you would be.
Right.
Great
right.
motivator.
Well, maybe they're not smart enough to see certain. I don't know, but I think I would have a very
Maybe
informative.
after they see this,
ring.
hopefully we can get you in the right
Hopefully.
direction. You know what I mean? Because
Well,
you're already
I'm open
ready.
to it.
You just
I
need to be
wanna know where I
placed.
can get a pink one of those. I like that.
Oh, the
I want a
belt?
Pink belt. I like that. Anyway, we're coming to the close of this hour, and thank you so much for being with us. Mark, you are incredible. Your passion is just magnified, and certainly the discipline and the dedication is evident in your voice, your actions, your belts, your titles, everything you're doing, and it's just really breathtaking. It really is. Congratulations on what you've achieved to this day. It's the same thing for you, Eric. You've been, just a pleasure to meet you, and you've got great things happening as well.
Thank
We
you very
appreciate
much.
you guys for having us here. Thank you so much.
You guys,
Always welcome here.
sincerely, the pleasure was all yours.
I got a fun fact.
Mark.
I actually have been in a movie
He's
with
a comedian too, this guy. You were in a
So
movie
it's
with
cool.
him?
Yes,
Yeah,
Kenny.
We've been in a movie together.
We were in the blonde-haired murders together.
Yeah, so
And I
it's
was
cool.
not in it.
And you weren't in it. I
Kenny
don't know
was
what
like in
happened.
every other
We'll have to
movie on
talk to the
Netflix,
director
this
and be
guy.
like, listen, you're messing up here.
Well, actually, you know what? Once again, thank you both of you for being here. You've been really very exciting to hear your passion once more, and hopefully we'll see you again.
Yes,
and come
for
visit
sure.
us.
No doubt. You'll see us again for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to be in the fight in May. We'll promote that. We'll promote
Absolutely.
it like crazy.
We're
Yeah.
gonna go together. That's for real.
Yeah.
Me, Joe, Eric, and Chris Savage.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Thanks so much. Keep up the great work. No bullying, right?
No bullying.
Never. Not acceptable. Stand up for yourself. Take care, everyone. Stay tuned for the next part of our show, the Power Up Hour with Sean Kanan from Cobra Kai, and also,
The
of
bad
course,
boy of
the
Cobra
bad
Kai.
boy Barnes from Karate Kid. Everyone, stay tuned.
We rockin' don't be shy, girl. I won't bite you unless those kind of things excite you. Stand by my side, come hold me tight. Girl, I'm on fire.
He was on a roll. He was like,
is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com.
This program is furnished by amp2tv.square.
Content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
All right, so check it out. We are back. Power Up Hour, ladies and gentlemen. Now you know the Power Up Hour. Let's go. We have our beautiful Denise. We got Joe. We got Mag Job Kenny. And my name is Nico. Welcome back to Power Up Hour.
We let them hate from outside.
We got the power. Yes. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Power Up Hour, the second portion of our show. And, we're very excited. We have such a great lineup. We just had on the first show, the 6th Borough. We had with us Mark Rizzotti.
Rizzotti.
I'm exhausted. The
Calamari.
Calamari. The passion that he actually shared was just unbelievable. And, it brings us right into the Power Hour. I mean, that was just... over the top.
That was awesome. Makes you want to go outside and run.
I don't even know. Yeah, he gave me like energy.
You guys
go outside join another gym or something.
Yes.
I'm just going to hang out with him. I'll tell you. He lives in Fort Lauderdale. I live in Fort Lauderdale. I'm going to hang out with him, man. Me and Mark, we're going to kill
you're going to
it.
be exhausted when we see you.
I know,
That
right?
or bruised, one of the two.
We'll be motivating each other.
Between the two of you guys. Oh, my.
Right, forget it. Yeah, but Joe, we'll get you in the mix in the film crew.
Nice big cup of espresso out
Yeah.
Well, we've actually have a great hour set up for everyone, but as we always do during this portion of the show, is to bring you someone that has got motivation, although we know the 6th Borough does that as well, but we move into this hour to really share some spotlight on book writing or stories that have really been very interesting and different, motivating. Comeback story. That's exactly right. Where they start from where they came from and hit the top, went down to the as low as one can actually feel in their life, and then come right back up to the top and tell us that story. And so we actually have with us in this show Sean Kanan. After trying for a couple of months to get him on with his busy schedule, we are very excited to have him come and join us. We're going to have him with us very shortly.
Right.
But
he's on Cobra Kai. That's one of the top 10 most streamed shows.
Yeah.
But he's done a lot more.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, we're so honored to have this guy for this.
And I have to say, you know what? This guy, I just went ahead and took a chance, and I reached out to him, and he responded. And I am so honored. And
humble people.
Good, humble people, and they actually want to help those out that, the show itself is still a young show, but overall we've put ourselves on the roadmap, and he is actually. I'm just impressed that he said yes, he would come on, and I can't be more grateful for that.
How could you say no, man? We're getting all the biggies on this show.
She sent a picture of herself and said, "Would you be on my show?" He was like, "Yes, I will."
That's it.
Is that what it is? I knew he was going to say that. Yeah, but this show itself.
Sent the OnlyFans link.
Yes, no, I didn't do that either.
That's right. Don't I know you?
Well, we're going to hear from him, and he's going to share his early beginnings, how he started his career, the books that he's written.
I got some questions for that man.
We have a load of questions for him.
Right.
So we're going to bring him on in 3 minutes. But outside of that, once again, we are in the second hour of the show. We want to say happy birthday, Kenny, one more time.
Happy birthday,
It's
Kenny.
his birthday. We want to make sure everyone knows that.
How long is it now? The 4 of us. What? Over a month now.
Yes, we've been together over a month. So it started out with little old me, and it came out to having Joe on the show, and then we added Kenny, and now we have Nico.
I started as a guest on your show.
You did.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you got me as a guest.
Yeah. A couple of times.
Yeah.
I came on the first time I came on with
Yes.
Nico.
With me, yeah.
And I think that show was when everyone
The chemistry, and then you kept coming back like a stray dog, you know what I mean? And I was like, well, Kenny's on again. Joe didn't call me, you know what I mean?
We had to put the milk sauce around.
I was like, what?
Now I'm such part of the borough. My art is decorating behind
Yes,
Joe.
see how beautiful that is.
So that
Absolutely
piece is
wonderful.
called Awake. And so let me tell you, that is actually the original. It hung and it was exhibited for Art Basel, during Art Basel, for the it was at the African American Cultural Arts Center in Miami. So it was featured there.
This man, Kenny, great friend, but I mean, he's multi-talented. Actor, artist, lowrider.
Unbelievable.
Designer.
Joe, he makes us look lazy, Joe. This kid
And
makes
radio
us look lazy.
He's also a husband. He's
Happy
also a
birthday from
father.
Atlanta, Georgia. Chucky!
Hey, Chucky,
Chuck
thank
Smith.
you. Yes, I'm a husband. I'm a father. I do it all.
Yes, great guy, man. And he's been very supportive of me, and I've been there for him. Good man.
Someone had mentioned to me, that they actually have their show put together to share stories and lift others.
Right.
And one of the things that I really wanted to do was those that are on their way, on their path to making a difference, making a mess that they were in, making it a message. And this is really the premise of the Power Hour. This was the original show, and then the 6th Borough came to be. And you're right, Joe. You were you reached out to me. You started out as a guest, and our guest list is just growing. And we're going to we're reaching very close to the A-listers. We have Sean with us, who's just going to be coming on shortly.
He is on. He's here. We're ready.
He's here. Sean is here.
All right,
well,
let's
bring him on.
Let's
Everyone,
bring him on.
Sean Kanan. We're so excited to have you come on. Sean is actor, producer, director, writer, comedian that I just learned about.
Yes.
Just everything across the
Funny
board.
how.
Are you there? There he
There he is.
Hey,
Oh, how
Sean,
exciting.
What's up, buddy?
Actually, right there.
Turn up
Hold
the
on.
volume.
Let's
How you
get the
doing,
volume
Sean?
What am I, funny how? What am I, like a clown?
He's at home on his
Funny
couch. He
how.
said he- Awesome.
So, Sean, thank you so much for finally making it on the show. We are so excited to have you here. We've been talking about, all the things that you've done, and everyone. He's really pushing his limits right now because he's not feeling too well. And thank you so much for coming on.
Wait.
And he's moving on top of that.
This is the calmest part of my day right now. Okay, so you guys, we had like a total curveball. We were supposed to be moving later this week. It turned out that it was today, and I'm literally sitting in our new place in the one piece of furniture that we have. This chair. There's no table. I got the phone jerry rigged like this, hoping that we don't get even a tremor out here because it's going to make it go like that. But thank you for the opportunity to be here. I appreciate it. Denise, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. I know we chatted on and off, and you've been doing such great things, and we've been getting so much feedback about wanting to hear more about what's going on. And you've got so much credit to your name, but we want to go back in time. This is what we do in the Power Hour, and it's part of the fabric of who you are, and it's motivating, sharing, and from the beginnings to where you're now. Where are you from? Let's tell your story. Where are you from originally? Let everyone hear this.
So I was born in Cleveland, but I moved to Newcastle, Pennsylvania, which is kind of it's a Western Pennsylvania, originally steel town, about 45 minutes outside of Pittsburgh. Grew up there. It was interesting because Newcastle, we lived in the suburbs, right outside the city, but about 5 miles from us was the Amish community. So it was kind of an interesting place to grow up. I started my university studies at Boston University, studying political science, and then I transferred out to UCLA in 1987 to start my acting career, and then I finished my political science degree at UCLA.
Wow. So you were intending to be a lawyer, was it? And then it turned into going
No,
into acting?
no, not even a little. No, not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit?
The
Just sounded good.
The deal with my parents was, I had to finish college, and I figured, okay, I don't know, political science, that sounds reasonable. And, in retrospect, I'm kind of glad I did that, because I do sometimes think, what would it have been like if I had gotten, like a fine arts degree? But as an actor, you use all sorts of different information that you have. And I found it useful to have kind of a different informational wheelhouse than just acting that actually helps me with my acting, if that makes sense.
We've had actors on here that have actually shared something very similar to what you just said, is that you use all your life experiences every which way possible to actually transition to character.
Right.
And Joe himself, he's an actor, and actually everyone on the stage, for the most part, I'm not. I just landed into this role. But I know Joe has a couple of questions. We all have questions for you.
Sure.
And I'm going to let Joe roll with the first ones.
Okay, well, you've studied martial arts too, I read, since you were younger, right? So
Yes.
that actually helped you land the part, or the audition
I
itself?
think it was critical.
Right.
I think it was critical to me.
I mean, let me emphasize this. It wasn't just a little martial arts. You were very, very studied in it. You took you took
comparatively,
like
no, but
no, you took like two or three
years.
different arts, right?
I started out with Shotokan karate, and then here's what's interesting. My dojo became a part of a group called the Japan Karate Federation, which was headed by a guy named Fumio Demura. And Master Demura was actually Pat Morita's stunt double.
Oh,
and
wow.
so he knew that I was pursuing my career in acting. Yeah. And he said, look, they're going to have this audition for the new bad guy for Karate Kid 3. I think you should try and get in on it. And, he was largely instrumental in, basically telling the production that, that I knew what I was doing, that I was a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you were that part. You were perfect for that part. I mean, I can't see anybody else doing it. But there you are. Yeah, there you are.
Oh, yeah.
But I also read, this brought to my attention too, because when I was on the set of Hot Chili in Mexico, I had to run through a breakaway wall that was all styrofoam. But I happened to hit left a little too much, and I banged my head and wound up in the hospital. You got hurt real seriously on the set, right?
Yes.
Could you tell us a little about that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, sure. We had been filming for about 2 weeks, and we broke for Christmas. And I was going to Las Vegas with a friend, and I started having some pain in my upper left thigh, which I attributed to all the martial arts I was doing. So I started taking a lot of aspirin. And long story short, Christmas Day, 1988, while everyone else was, spending time with family and unwrapping gifts and all that sort of stuff, I was in Jimenez Sunrise Hospital in Las Vegas fighting for my life. The pain in my leg was actually internal bleeding that was, the blood was dripping on my femoral artery, which was causing the pain, and the aspirin, which was a blood thinner, exacerbated the bleeding.
Made it worse.
And I was bleeding out. I was dying. They told me they didn't know if they could save my life. Yes, and
we almost lost the bad boy.
Yeah, you almost lost the bad boy, that's for sure. And it was and still remains the most terrifying thing that's ever happened to me. But I wouldn't trade that experience for too many things, because out of it came sort of some self-knowledge that I didn't know I had. I had to fight my way back in, not only to the movie, but into the world.
Oh, yeah.
And it revealed a part of me that I, up until that point, didn't know existed.
Wow.
And, as horrendous an experience as that is, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody, it really is in the moments of crisis. They say the steel is tempered. Steel.
It's an awakening.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sean, we've had guests on their show that very moment that you just shared was pivotal for them as well. And it seems to me that it brings that altered knowledge that's inside of us, that an experience just takes you to another level. So I'm glad to see and hear that you've recovered and you continued with your career. Was that the very first large role, or were there other roles prior to Bad Boy Barnes?
That was far and away the largest role. I had done one guest appearance on a network TV show, but that was by far the biggest thing that I had done up until that point. I think I got it about, I don't know, let me see, maybe like about 18 months after I moved to Los Angeles, maybe even less.
Wow.
And it was, it had a tectonic effect on my life. I mean, it completely changed the trajectory of my life and my career. So it was a pretty incredible thing. I got the role from an open call. And, when you're looking for one of your leads in the third installment of an international franchise, open calls are not how you find the actor. If you ask me, now I think, look, it was the third film, they needed some kind of a shot in the arm. I think it was a publicity stunt. And I think they were very surprised that they found the actor through that process. I showed up at the studio, there were probably 2,000 people in line for the audition.
Wow.
And
it's like a cattle call.
John Avildsen, it was a cattle call. And John Avildsen, who directed the first two films, he'd won the Academy Award for Rocky, came up to me and asked me to do a quick improv with him. And he looked at me and said, "Okay, I believe it," and sent me inside the sound stage, and I screen tested with Ralph Macchio, and they hired somebody else. And
that's the story.
Fate would have it, about a week or so after they hired this other guy, they fired him, and they remembered me and called me back in.
Look at that. And there it is.
Fate.
Wow.
It's just meant to be at that point. It's just you were the guy.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Guy.
So since that role, so you're on the set. And, I always ask this question. It was the first time essentially you met everyone. When was it? Well, I should say, when was the first time you met everyone on set? And were you watching the movie? Did you watch the movie before you got the role?
Yeah, it was surreal. I mean, I was a guy that bought a ticket to go see The Karate Kid and The Karate Kid 2. I grew up with Pat Morita as Arnold from Happy Days.
Yes. Right. Yes, my man.
And then Mr. Miyagi, and I definitely had sort of that initial period of pinch me, I can't believe this is happening. But there was so much work to be done, and very quickly I realized that this was a big budget motion picture, and that there was a lot of money on the line. There was a lot, you know what I mean? This wasn't like a little production.
No,
and I was very much an unknown. I was very much an unknown commodity. I was a very new actor, and I think they hired me, but they weren't entirely sure that I was going to be able to pull it off. And so, there wasn't a whole lot of time for me to kind of have this wide-eyed, period where I was like, oh my God, I'm working with Ralph Macchio. No, I mean, it was like I had to hit the ground running.
You had to jump right into it.
Yep.
It's actually, do we call it good luck? Do we call it good fortune? I mean, like you said, we always say it's right time, right place. And for all of us, I think that's the moment. But you took the chance and you did it. And congratulations, you did outstanding. And that was just, the road was paved right after that for you. Is that right?
Well, I mean, I don't want to make it sound like it was that's for sure.
That's the goal. That was the reason why I asked that question. I wanted to hear.
There was no duck walk, man.
Not at all. I mean, listen, I have definitely had my periods of, here's the thing. I got that role largely because I had youthful good looks. I knew how to do the martial arts. I had a lot of charisma and force of personality. And I got a few more roles after it like that. And then the phone kind of stopped ringing. And I realized that if I was going to have any longevity in this business, and if I was going to be, considered a guy that's a serious actor, I had to take it seriously. And so I went back, I really started studying. I got into doing a play, and it took a minute, and then I started getting parts again because I had changed myself as an actor. And you know, I think as an artist, as an actor, whatever, in most things in life, you have to continually develop and to a certain extent recreate yourself, or what you do becomes derivative. It becomes just sort of another incarnation of what you've already done before. And so, at least for me, you know, I'm always trying to push the boundaries and do something different so that I'll be seen in an always new and creative light.
Well, no doubt. You've had many roles where, at least I've seen you, where, you know, from a comedic to serious to, you know, soap opera. I mean, there's so much that you've done at so many different ranges as an actor. So we do have a question that's coming in, and the question is, who is your favorite actor, and who is your biggest influence?
I would say my favorite actor is probably Paul Newman.
Great.
Good choice.
Can't go wrong.
You know, I mean, I grew up and was a huge fan of Cool Hand Luke and Cat on a Hot Tin Roof and The Hustler, and you know, and then as I got older, I watched more and more of his films. Who's been the biggest influence as an actor?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I would say probably one of my very first teachers, who was Roy London, who was, you know, who remains one of seminal important acting teachers that was in Los Angeles at the time. Had an effect on me. I would say probably Roy London.
You know, it's amazing how, whether it's an elementary school teacher or just a teacher in general, you just mentioned the word teacher, that is they are such a big influence in so many capacities that I think they're understated as who they are in our society and the fabric of who we are, because they do set the stage for us.
Yeah, they're the first people outside your parents.
You know, I think what he said was really important, and I think a lot of people miss this, because a lot of people in general that are not in the entertainment industry, they think, oh, you've made a movie, you've just made it, you're set for life, you're good. You know what I mean? And what he was saying was he had to make himself relevant again. He had to get back out there, to get back on his horse.
You have to keep
because it wasn't
reinventing
just that.
yourself.
So he had to keep recreating himself. And I think that that's important, especially for the Power Hour. What we're talking about is, in order to get to where you want to go, you're going to have to, just like, you know, the champ here said, you just have to keep getting up. You got to keep getting back up, no matter how many times it is. Breathe, get back up, and reinvent yourself. And that's really important.
Everybody gets knocked down.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Everybody gets knocked down. It's kind of like how Sylvester Stallone said in Rocky. You know, how many hits can you take and keep coming? And boy, if you want to talk about taking hits, Hollywood is the business to do it.
Gotta give you hits, all right.
That's right.
Without being physically touched.
So how does it feel now to have the band back together? How is it when you got that phone call to come back on this show? That must have been something.
It was extraordinary. It really was. Obviously, when I found out that Cobra Kai was a show that was going into production, I began thinking, wow, wouldn't it be great if I could reprise my roles in my bars.
In the furniture store.
Yeah, he looked good.
It worked out really well for me because, by the time I got on, the show was just a juggernaut, and it moved from YouTube to Netflix.
Yeah, right.
And had gone from a very popular show to being a worldwide phenomenon. And, my wife said something to me, and I hope this doesn't sound arrogant, because it's not anything that had to do with me. It was good luck. But she said, do you realize that this woman, you were on the #1 show in the world in daytime, Bold and Beautiful.
Yep.
And you're on the #1 show in the world, which is Cobra Kai. And I was like, then why the hell do we still have to wait in line at Applebee's?
And let me tell you, my son is a huge fan of the show. He watches the show. I want to finish talking to you. We're going to be right back. We got to take a break for our sponsors and all that good stuff.
Awesome.
You got it.
WWNN AM Pompano Beach. WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting live from the Robes Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. This is the one and only The True Oldies Channel and Palm Beach County's Parks and Recreation present another Carlin Park After Dark concert with the amazing Chicago tribute band, Solid Brass. Get ready for hits like Saturday in the Park, Feeling Stronger Every Day, 25 or 6 to 4, and more. Mark your calendars for a free romantic Valentine's Day concert, Tuesday, February 14th, 2023. It's the Carlin Park After Dark Concert Series at the Seabreeze Amphitheater in Jupiter. Enjoy the on-site bar, concessions, and free live music in the beautiful outdoors. Valentine's Day 2023 with the Chicago tribute band, Solid Brass. It's a free event, but VIP seating pods are also available for purchase. Wow. Park gates open at 6 p.m. and the show starts at 7, rain or shine. The True Oldies Channel presents the Carlin Park After Dark Concert Series at the Seabreeze Amphitheater in Jupiter, 750 South State Route A1A. Brought to you by Margaritaville at Sea, Sloman's, 1-800-ALARM-ME, and Robes Law Group. Alexa rocks, and now so do you.
How can I help you?
Just say, Alexa, play True Oldies FLA.
Okay, playing it now.
Now, you've got the good time oldies.
RD Promo is the premier source of unique and captivating promotional products. Whether you need gifts for trade shows, corporate giveaways, holidays, or something in between, RD Promo is committed to the best services and products for our clients. Our expert account representatives are committed to your satisfaction and are prepared to help you find the promotional bags, gift items, and products you need. Our compelling corporate gifts meet high-quality standards and are designed to work for every budget. RD Promo makes promoting your business affordable, efficient, and fun. We work with high-end clients, advertising, and marketing firms alike to craft successful marketing campaigns for brands. Small businesses, major corporations, and multinational Fortune 500 companies have trusted us for their promotional product needs. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at rdpromo.com.
Back Power Up Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, you made it. Congratulations. We do have our beautiful hostess, Denise. We got Joe. We got Kenny, Mag Chop. And my name is Nico. Welcome back to the Power Up Hour. Take it away, Denise.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much, Nico. You do such a great job in bringing us back onto the show. So for those of you that are just tuning in, this is the Power Up Hour, and we are talking with Sean Kanan, who's actually sharing so much about the beginnings of how he got his role in Karate Kid, and we're going to jump into some of Cobra Kai. Again, we're so thankful to have you here, Sean, with us. It's exciting to hear a lot. We keep asking. We have so many more questions for you, so just bear with us. But if anyone wants to just to tap in and place a phone call, it's 888-994-4995, Studio A, and you can tap in and ask a question that you have, unless we haven't captured it already because we have so many on our own. So, Sean, we want to pick up where we left off just now, and we were just saying the luck. Do we call it the luck? I don't know. Or is it your tenacity? I mean, your wife mentioned that you hit 2 #1 big deals, you know, in your life of your career so far. What do you attribute that process? Do you think it is because of your continuous reinvention, or is it a combination of luck? Is it a combination of what? What would you say is that?
Did she stump?
I have an answer for this. That
was a long question.
It's like every time I say something, I'm hearing it in the background. I don't know if you guys are hearing that.
No, echo.
No, listen, I'm a very tenacious guy. And, it's funny. I talk about this in my new book, Welcome to the Kumite. And I say, stay out of the results, and bulletproof process for yourself. And by that, I mean, if you're constantly refining the process that you use for anything, results will come. Like, think about this for a second. I'm sure we do pretty much the same thing when we get in a car, right? You unlock the door, you sit down, you put your seatbelt on, check the mirrors, throw it in reverse, you look behind, you drive, you follow the street signs, and you got a pretty good shot at getting where you're going, right? You don't worry about, am I going to get there? You worry about staying in the present, just adhering to the process that you use to drive the car. And for me, I think that we create processes for everything. And I've always had a process for how I approach my career. And to the best of my ability, I try and stay out of the results and just do the next right thing to the best of my ability. And, overall, the results will come.
That's powerful. I like that very much. And that is really would you say that's the main message of your most recent book?
That's an important one. The main message of my most recent book is conquer your greatest opponent. Who's your greatest opponent? Well, it's you, of course.
Yourself,
how do you do that? Well, you do that by experiencing a metaphorical death every day. You're literally extinguishing the person that you were yesterday to be, to reemerge as 2.0 today, 3.0 tomorrow, because you're constantly seeking to improve incrementally, small improvements in every area. Now, do we improve in every single area every day? Of course not. But it's in the pursuit of doing that. There's this, there's this great quote that I think Joe Lombardi said. He said, in pursuing perfection, you might just catch excellence, because there is no such thing as perfection, but you might just catch excellence along the way, and I believe that.
That's pretty powerful in the sense that you could place a lot of pressure on yourself though to seek that perfection, but if you really do what you're saying, that's great. Now I understand. Let's talk about the books, and I did not know this. I want to back up for a second, really quick, and shift over to the very first book that you wrote. I did not know you cooked. You're a chef. I mean, what was that all about?
Does it all. Maybe we should start with what doesn't he do? All right?
Exactly.
Tall, dark, handsome, can beat you up. He's in every movie. He's all over the place. I want to see his $1 million house. That's why it's echoing, I think. Right? How big is that house?
So I would not say I'm a chef. I've always loved to cook. I started doing that when I was in college because I couldn't afford to take girls out for nice meals. But I figured, you know what? If I could give them a nice home-cooked meal, get them over to my place,
half the job's done.
Half the job's done, right? So I wrote this book called The Modern Gentleman: Cooking and Entertaining with Sean Kanan, and it's a really odd book. It's a hybrid. It is definitely a cookbook, but throughout it are chapters that teach women how a lot of men think, and it teaches men how to be a gentleman without being a doormat. And so, for instance, there's a chapter called "The Modern Gentleman Defends Himself," and I talk about how martial arts has been a really important influence on my life. And the book's funny too. I say at the end, listen, if you ever have to, you always want to seek to avoid conflict, but if you ever do have to use it, go check out my mashed potato recipe, because it's pretty easy to chew with a busted jaw. And, a lot of the recipes are, recipes from my mother, my wife. I lived in Italy, things I picked up over there. I talk about the modern gentleman studies a foreign language. Studying foreign languages has been something that's been very important to me for a large part of my life. I've studied Italian for 15 years. I've studied Mandarin Chinese for a couple of years. And I talk about the benefits of doing these things to become a more well-rounded individual, to become a gentleman.
Absolutely.
You can be a gentleman without being a pushover.
Right.
And, I think I always get in trouble for saying this. I think that the women's movement was an incredibly important societal movement, but it wasn't without its collateral damage.
Absolutely.
And I think that a lot of guys in my generation who were raised to pull out a chair for a woman to open the door, they got out there in the real world, and sometimes that was met with, what are you doing? I don't need that. And so guys became confused. It was like, am I supposed to be this kind of, emotionally available guy that's, self-aware, in touch with my feelings? Or am I supposed to be, kind of like that paradigm that was from our dad's generation and before, kind of the Ronald Reagan, John Wayne, alpha male. And the truth is, you're supposed to be an amalgamation of both. It's the best qualities of both. And I think that especially my generation got a little bit confused. And so hopefully this book illuminates a little bit of how to be the very best of both.
I think that's fabulous.
Definitely wanna
because
check it out.
we're constantly debating how the dating scene is, and some of us say that we can't catch a date if we threw a net on somebody to date us.
Listen, women have been confusing men for
you
centuries.
men confuse us. You've been confusing women.
You know what? I swear, I swear to God, I had this great ad lib the other day on The Bold and the Beautiful. So there's this scene where Sheila is now with this character named Bill, and we were a thing, and she starts telling me about like her night with him, and I go, "Are we drinking Chardonnay? Are we getting pedicures here? I'm not your girlfriend. Save that for them." And I think that men have to realize that we are different than women. It is
Exactly.
It's our differences which make us great, and celebrate them. And I don't think any woman wants to have some guy that is basically like another girlfriend she's living with.
No.
And I mean, I don't think that, I don't know. I think a lot of stuff is starting to get a little confusing for everybody.
In so many ways.
He hit it right on the head. Yep.
Confusing, my goodness. We don't know what box to pick up anymore or to point out, and there's extra boxes we've never seen.
Don't even know what bathroom to use anymore.
I'm totally confused, but you nailed it.
Right?
You nailed it. Yeah. So tell us about, actually, I hadn't looked at that book, and I'm going to actually read it, but I skimmed over the premise of it, and I'm actually now more curious than before. But tell us about the inspiration to write the next book that you just the next one, and then I want to talk about the most current book.
So the book that preceded my current book was called Way of the Cobra. And, I found myself in a place that I think a lot of people can relate to. I just turned 50. And I had some fairly significant success, and I'd had a few epic failures, some of which were rather well publicized. And I was looking in the mirror, and I was going, "What's my next act here?" And I was 35 pounds overweight. I had no prospects for employment on the horizon, and I was very quickly slipping into mediocrity. And I realized that I needed to start doing some things very differently, very quickly. And I decided that rather than wait for my ship to come in, I was going to build the damn ship. I just had to figure out how to do it. And so I made some simple but not easy changes. And in the course of that next year, the show that I created, Studio City, got on Amazon Prime. And we were nominated for 16 Emmys. We won 3.
Congratulations.
I put my thank you. I put out my second book, which was Success Factor X, became an Amazon new release bestseller, and I lost 35 pounds. So going forward to this book that's out now, Welcome to Kumite, I tell you that I told you the strategies of how I did this, but I didn't tell you how I got there. And I discussed very candidly how, from the outside, my life looked like it was fairly successful. I have a beautiful wife. I seemed to have a career that was fairly successful, but upon closer inspection, what looked like it was glittering like gold was a bit of fool's gold. And I was dealing with some very significant demons. And sometimes I felt like I was keeping it together with, baling wire and bubble gum. And I realized I was the only guy that could save myself. I had to do it.
Right.
And I decided I was going to do it. And I did. I made some monstrous changes in my life, and my life has never been better. So, I really get into the candid reality of what got me into that position in the first place and how I got myself out. And then I move on. I mean, the book is, I talk about, that nobody's a victim. Everybody gets bad beats in life. You may be a victim in the moment, but the decision to remain a victim is just that. It's a decision. I talk about a lot of people that have had bad beats. I think of a woman who had the horrendously unlucky trifecta of being sexually abused multiple times as a child, being born into abject poverty, and she wanted to become a personality, and she wasn't exactly what any of us would call camera friendly, right? Yeah. And so she could have looked up to the heavens and sort of screamed at the injustice, but instead she decided to create a multi-billion-dollar media empire, and her name rhymes with Oprah. And so, wow, it's important to realize, this crap about being a victim. We live in a society now that unfortunately way too many people are looking to be offended all the time.
Oh,
yeah.
They're looking for,
I love this guy.
They're looking for a security blanket, crayons, and hot cocoa in a safe space.
Yes, they are.
And I talk about, listen, I don't know about you, but when I went to school, nobody got a 9th place trophy. And your school might have done away with winners and losers, but I guarantee you get out there in the real world and people keep score. And I worry that we're preparing this next generation for a reality that exists in their heads because of what they're being taught.
It's scary.
It doesn't really exist.
It's really
right?
scary.
It's quite scary. It's very much so a concern. We often talk about that, about our children, where these kids are going that are in their 30s, and it's just, it's actually very scary. You're on point. You are right on point. You said exactly what we were thinking about constantly.
Oh yeah, we grew up in an era where our biggest insecurity became our nickname. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
We had no cell phones. We didn't have shoes. There were no. I mean, it was just like we
didn't have shoes.
Well, it's a metaphor. What I'm trying to say is that we had hard knocks.
Walked uphill in the snow to
Right,
school.
the next thing we're going to say is, you kids stay off my grass.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Get off my grass.
right.
Exactly.
I mean, my kids are older, but I'm worried about grandchildren. What they're gonna see coming in.
Yeah, they get offended by something you might say to them.
Luckily, my kids are crazy like me. I brought them up the right way.
Yeah, slap them in the head, curse
Crazy
at them.
like him.
Boy.
I mean, listen, we cannot be afraid to hear divergent ideas. And one of the things I talk a lot about in my book is communication. And I also talk about lies that we've all been told. And one of the big lies, I say, who the hell told you life is fair?
Right.
That's right.
That's a huge lie. Now, there's a difference between having a sense of fair play and behaving with character.
Yeah.
But there's this idea that everybody should have equal outcomes in life, and that's not accurate. What is accurate is that we should all have equal opportunity.
Yeah.
But there's something nobody likes to talk about, and it's not everybody puts in equal effort.
Right.
Right.
And so, things have just gotten really, really skewed. And, I worry about the next generation, being prepared to sort of take over the reins of, where things are going in this world. Yeah. But if you're constantly looking to identify yourself as a victim and to be offended and blah, blah, you'll find it. You'll find it at every turn.
That's said for anything. You look deep enough, you'll find a reason not to, or you'll find a reason why it did. But, and I understand that you also do one-to-one coaching. Is that right?
I do. I am so passionate about one-on-one coaching. I absolutely love it. My clients get amazing results. I've had, everything from losing weight to, you know, my goal is to help people get out of their own way. You know, in the very beginning of Way of the Cobra, I said, look, I got good news and I got bad news. And if you're like me and Don Corleone, you want the bad news first. So here it is. I don't have the answer. I don't have a silver bullet. I don't have a magic elixir that's going to turn you into this uber successful beast overnight. But here's the good news. Everything you need to become that already exists within you. It's like that the Zen riddle. How did the ship get in the bottle? It was already there. Everything you need is already there. And, you know, I help people get out of their own way. And I say, look, you know, there's a lot of things that you're going to hear in my books that might sound new, but you already know all of this stuff. You may have forgotten it. You may not have discovered it yet in your life, but your DNA is hardwired that it's a part of you. And I'm just going to help you uncover it. You know, it's kind of like that story when somebody asked Michelangelo how he created the beautiful David statue. And he said, I stared and stared at this block of Carrara marble that was so imperfect. And I chipped away everything that was not David until there was only David. And that's what I help people do. I help them get rid of the crap and discover what is there so that they can live their best life and be their authentic self. And if you're interested in coaching with me, you know, it's not difficult. Go to my website, wayofthecobra.com, and we can talk about it.
You know, do you, and one of the things that I have as far as a question is concerned, I did read the book, and the part that you just mentioned that you try to get, when you're working with that person and coaching them, you try to get them out of their own way. But what do you do when they know, I hear what you're saying, I get it, I see it, I feel it, but I'm stuck. I can't connect my dots. What do you say to that?
Well, I would look at what is the genesis of that feeling. Okay, is it inability to take action, and if so, why? Is it based on fear? What are those fears? You know, people have a lot of fears. One of the things that I found out, I've just come up with this sort of new concept. I call it the 100-minute makeover. So many of my clients are, first of all, horrendous at managing their time. And so I teach them how to do that with a whole thing called the morning routine. That's a separate issue. But a lot of them, I find, won't start a project unless they think they can finish it and finish it perfectly. And so what I teach them to do is I say, we do this thing called the 100-minute makeover. It works like this. It's real simple. Unless something is an emergency, a fire, if you have a project that you can finish over the course of a week or a month, I say pick 5 projects, all right? Triage those projects of importance, 1 through 5, using either your smartphone or Alexa or an egg timer. You're going to take 20 minutes for each one. You're going to work diligently and without distraction for 20 minutes. Say you got to write a bunch of thank you notes. I don't know, right? You're going to write thank you notes for 20 minutes, no distractions, and then you're done. Then you're going to take a 15 or 20-minute break. You're going to get a snack. You're going to go look at your Instagram. You're going to go walk the dog, whatever. Then you're going to do the second thing. You're going to do it for 20 minutes. By the end of the day, you have put 20 minutes into 5 different projects. By the end of the week, you have put 100 minutes into 5 different projects. And your productivity is going to skyrocket, and you have now multitasked. And what it does is it alleviates the necessity to, I have to finish it or I can't start it. You go into it with the understanding that I'm not going to finish it.
Mm-hmm. That's very, very interesting, because today I've noticed, and I work, my crew here, they all have ADD, including me.
Yeah, me too.
I got the H though. I got the ADHD.
Yeah, one of them was trying to get diagnosed and he couldn't wait long enough in the doctor's office.
What are we talking about? ADD. Look at him.
The one thing that I know for sure in today's environment, you said, do something for a task of 20 minutes, right? And then I think that's the best advice, because we're so accustomed to immediate gratification, right? Because now we can look at Instagram or TikTok and get information quickly like that, that our brains, I think, need to have that wiring, that 20 minutes break, 20 minutes break. You do that for studying too. You know, I've taken very strong tests and exams and whatnot for the boards of different things, but that break, really does help. It's like a breather. You come back. That's one of the best advice that I hear you say that I could.
You know, and
works.
it's really important. It's really important that at the end of the 20 minutes, you stop right away. And I'll tell you why it's important. Because if you have one of these tasks that you don't really want to do, you've now created psychologically that at the end of the 20 minutes, you'll be done with it. You know, if you continue to work on for 25 minutes, 30, your brain isn't registering, I only have to do this for 20 minutes. So it builds up the, it doesn't give you that sort of finite end game of quitting after a certain amount of time, which alleviates, you know what I mean?
Right, and stop no matter where you're at 20 minutes.
And pick up where you left off.
That's great. I got to try that.
I'm going to try that. Yeah, I'm like,
I'm all over the place.
Sean, you're giving everyone in the crew here advice. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Good. Go buy my books. I got 5 kids.
Well,
there you
go. I want to know, how the heck do you find the time to do? How do you have 20 minutes? I mean, the guy's in The Bold and the Beautiful, The Young and the Restless. He's been on the Walker, Texas Ranger. He's doing Cobra Kai. I mean, the guy does it all. He's
writes
a comedian.
Books.
He's writing
kids. And he's a comedian.
And
That's my favorite.
And you're a dad of 5 kids?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I got to plug it because I know you guys know him. Tomorrow night I'm going to be performing at the Comedy Chateau in Los Angeles with Mike Marino.
Oh, he's coming down here, Mike.
Yeah.
We know Mike.
Yeah,
Mike's been on the show.
Mike's been on the show.
I love him.
Yeah, he's going to be
Mike's
joining
great.
us. He's going to be coming down here. We got to have you come down, and we can come see you live and do your thing as a comedian.
You got to come down to the station.
I would love that. I would absolutely love it. And now I completely forgot about. Oh, you asked me how I do it. So here's the thing.
Yeah, how do you got the time?
ADD.
You know,
there it is.
Yeah, right. The ADHD. I knew I had to take that Adderall. So here's the thing. And I talk about this in my book. I call it. We've all heard carpe diem, right? Seize the day.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So I came up with another system. It's called carpe mane. Dominate the morning. Seize the morning. I get up now most days. Not every day. I'm not perfect. I try and get up around 5:30, 6 o'clock. And if you can build in an extra 90 minutes in your day,
absolutely,
before the bombastic chaos of the outside world starts impinging on your day, you know, before the phone's ringing, before you got the kids, the wife, whatever, and that's your time. You know, I'll just tell you how I do my day. You don't have to do it this way, but it's what I do. First thing I do, I hit my knees. I thank my creator for 5 things.
Amen.
So that I'm rooted in the present. I'm living in gratitude. Next thing I do, I drink 8 ounces of water. Why? Because you haven't had water presumably for 8 hours. Our brain functions on electrical impulses, you know, gets the system going. Do a little meditation, do a little visualization. I do some reading, and it completely changes the trajectory of your day because you're no longer racing to catch up. And when you're not running to catch up, you know, you're able to engage the day on your terms.
Well said. Well said. You know,
I like
everyone
that. Makes a big difference.
We've been speaking with Sean Kanan, and this is the side. I mean, we all see you as one person because we get to see the person on the screen. But this really is so important to understand that there is so much depth here, and we can't say and how much we appreciate you sharing.
He's amazing, truly.
We need the whole 2 hours.
We need you for 2
No,
hours.
straight up, you're absolutely
We're just
amazing.
gonna fly you down, and we'll just get therapy.
But
with
before we go, wait. This is. I've been waiting to ask this the whole time.
Uh-oh.
This is the last season, right, guy?
That's what they're saying, right? So I have
Oh
to believe
my!
it's
He's
true,
not going to
yeah.
spoil it.
No, I'm not going to have you spoil it. But I
Are
mean,
your checks stopping?
come on,
Are they
I look
stopping
forward-
your payroll?
I look.
Rephrase it, Joe.
You're still
Rephrase it.
gonna say.
I look forward to the seasons when they come on. And it's like one of my favorite
You know,
shows.
I'll tell you something. I really respect the big 3 because, you know, if they were lesser guys and lesser creators, they could probably milk this thing for another 3 years. And they want to go out on top.
Right.
And
Smart.
I know that, you know, I was in season 5, and historically, you know, the 5th season of a show, it's not always, you know, fresh and new. And I think season 5 was fantastic.
The best by far.
I think these guys. These guys are going to come up with a season 6 that is mind blowing.
Right. Well,
And
I also see Sean.
Can't wait to see what it is.
I also see Sean off shows coming off of this.
the spinoff.
Spinoffs from the show, like you and the furniture store.
Yeah, I
we could do something like
Yeah,
that.
that's good.
Mike Orange Furniture World.
Yeah, right.
You know, I do have a question I often ask who we've had on the show that are actors that come from that background. Do you watch yourself on the show, and do you actually sit down and watch the whole segment, or like? I know personally I do that, but what about yourself?
I do. I mean, first of all, you see it when you go do the ADR, and for people that don't know what that is, it's additional dialogue recording. In other words, when you're filming it, if there's a problem with the audio, it's the first time that as an actor you get to go into a sound studio and you're watching your performance up on screen. You re-record some of the lines, so that's the first time you're actually seeing it. And I do watch it. It's hard for me to watch it because I tend to pick things out that I'd like to maybe
that you wish you changed.
Sure.
But I gotta be honest. I was pretty darn happy with what we all put together for.
It was awesome.
season
Oh
5.
no, you did amazing. Truly
you
amazing.
did an amazing job. But you know what, Sean? Our time, unfortunately, is coming to an end, and we would so much love to have you. You have been fantastic,
Awesome.
and thank you.
Do we have time for a quick joke?
Keeping your word. Thank you for keeping your word.
I'm gonna hit you up on IG. I got more questions.
Absolutely, you guys.
Stay out of his DM, bro. Stay out of his DM.
He was in my DM.
Oh, he was?
Can you put this up?
Copy of my book.
Please make sure.
Dude,
How do they get your book? How do
I
they
got
get your
5
book?
kids and I'm doing the plug for my book. Shut up.
Okay.
Yeah, Nico.
Thanks.
It's waythecobra.com, or you can go to Amazon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sean. Have a
Thank you.
great rest of your weekend. Feel
guys,
better.
Thank you so much. Wishing you guys all the best. And I hope we do this again, all right?
Soon.
Take care.
Thank you.
Sir.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank
What
you.
a great guy.
That was
Great
great.
guy.
Oh, the best.
For tuning in. That was Sean Kanan, and stay tuned for next week's great guest again. Everyone, take care.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Power up, power.